Hello everyone, welcome back to the session. I'm Yashaswini. Hope you all doing good and practicing Python. Okay, today we are going to learn advanced Python modules. Under this, we will see collection modules and getting date and time in our code and about debuggers, and we will see some regular expressions and also string IO. So let's get started with collection module. Okay, so what are this collection module? Collection module is a built-in module. It's a built-in module that implements specialized container data types, providing alternatives to Python general purpose built-in containers. That is, it will give a alternative to the built-in containers. Okay, so the first one we are going to discuss, like what is this. You may not get it now, but when we take the examples we will get to know. Okay, the first one is counter. This counter module is a dictionary subclass, that is, which helps to count the objects inside a list. When it counts the objects inside the list, whatever the objects elements inside the list are stored as keys inside the dictionary, and whatever the count we will get, it will be stored as value inside the dictionary. Okay, let's see example and you will get to know. Okay, the first step is to import that counter module from the collections. Okay, so I'm going to import from collections. I'm going to import counter. Fine. Now I'm initializing a list. I have to initialize a list, and inside that I'm giving several numbers. Like I'm repeating some numbers to get my count. Okay. Okay. This is my list now, and I have to give the counter now. The C should be in caps. Mind it. Counter. Inside this counter we have to pass our list. Fine. Now I told you it will be in a dictionary form. See, the whatever the elements inside the list are getting as keys, and the number of times it's repeating as is getting as value. Like 1 is repeating 4 times, 2 is repeating 2 times, 3 is repeating 2 times, 4 is repeating 3, 5 is repeating 1, and 6 is repeating 1 time. In this way we can use counter. We used counter in the list. We can also use this counter for strings also. Let me show you. Inside counter I'm passing hello everyone. Okay, now what it will do, just let me see. I'm getting how many times H, E, L, O and all, each and every letter, how much time it's repeating, that we will get as dictionary. Like H is repeating one time, and E is repeating 4 times, L is repeating 2 times. It will count even the space between. Okay, in this way we can use counter in the string. And the next example is like I don't want to count this space now. Like I don't want to count this space, and I want to count the, like, each and every word, not letters. Like hello, how much time hello is repeating, how much time everyone is repeating. To do that, I want to use split method. We have used split method several times before, right? I hope you're all familiar with it. Okay, I'm initializing a string, like sentence now. This is Python learning program. Okay, this is Python. This is my sentence now, and I want to now I have to initialize a word. For word, I'm splitting the whole sentence. Okay, this is how we split the sentence, right? And passing that word inside the counter. Do along with me, please. Word. Okay. See, I'm getting this is repeated 2 times, is repeated 2 times, Python is repeated 2 times, but learning and program is repeated 1 time. In this way, we can count the words also. We counted letters, we counted the numbers inside the list, and we can count even the words inside the sentence. And also there are several patterns we can use, like the most common repeated words and the sum of the all the repeated numbers, and we can get the unique set of these numbers, like this and is are repeated 2 times, right? We can get it only 1 times, like we use in set, right? So that we can like that we can use many things. I'll show you few, and I have mentioned all of them in the notebook. Okay, the first one I'm going to show is a most common one. Like I have to initialize a object here. I'm initializing C as object, and inside that I'm giving counter word. Okay, and this is a pattern. C most common. Okay, when I use this, I'll get the most common repeated things in a descending order. Like this is repeating 2 times, but learning is repeating 1 time, right? So this will occur first and learning will occur next. That is in a descending order. Like we have 5 elements, right? So if I give 5, see I'm getting all the 5, like from descending 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. If I want only 4, see, I'm not getting program. Just this is Python learning. I'm getting in a descending order. And what if I want only 3? I'm getting only 3. And I want the most commonly occurred, like only one thing I want. Then, see, only this is occurring. In this way, we can use most common. But I'm getting in a descending order, right? What if I want it in a ascending order? We can use the same C dot concept, C dot most common. Okay, and instead of giving the numbers inside, just some alternations we have to do. We have to give a column, and how many numbers, like I gave 1 2 3 inside the most common, right? Like that, how many you want? I will give just 5 here, but minus 5 I have to give, because from end, like I have to get it ascending order, right? So, and another semicolon and another minus 1, like this I have to give. See, I'm getting program learning as first, like they are the least commonly repeated. Previously we studied how most commonly we'll get, now it is least commonly, and one after that Python is this we are getting. And, like the same we did it in the last time. I can give 4 here, see only 4 will appear, and if I give 3, only 3 will appear. What if I want only 1? Only one least commonly occurred thing. See, I'm getting only program. In this way, ascending and descending order we can get. And some are like, if you want the sum of all the like 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, 1 plus 1. In that case, we can give it like sum of C dot values. Sum of all the values we will get. If we do this, I hope you know this. So sum of values, if we do, we'll get that. And to get the unique one, right? Only unique elements inside the list, like this and is are repeating 2 times, like, right? But I want this and is are only 1 time. So that in that case, we can use list of C. I'm getting only 1 time. Again this and again is and again Python is not repeated. Only this is Python learning program is repeated. We can use set C to get in a order, like in a alphabetical order we will get. You can see here is I is alphabetically coming first, then L and P and T, right? In alphabetical order we will get the all the elements in the list. In this way we can use all the commonly used patterns. I have given some in the notes, extra things. You can refer it to the notes. I can show it here. These are very easy, you can do it. See, these are the common things. Like, see, as I told you, sum of c dot values will give you the total of all the counts. And if I use c dot clear, it will reset all the counts. The dictionary will be empty. Again, you can start like that. And if I give list of c, I did it. List of unique elements it will give me. And set of c, it converts to a set. Like it will be in order, and if I give dictionary of C, again it will convert the unique set into dictionary. Whatever the set we have given, it will get into dictionary form. And if I give C dot items, like we have studied in dictionary, we will get all the keys and values inside a dictionary as we will get those things in a pair. And like this, that least common thing we did. And C plus is equal to counter will remove the zero and negative counts from the dictionary. In this way you can use this common patterns with counter. Okay, the next thing we are going to learn is default dict. What is this default dict? Default dict is a dictionary like object. It's also a dictionary, but it provides all the methods provided by dictionary, but takes the first argument, that is whatever the first argument we give, as a default data type. Like what happens is sometimes we would have given two keys, right? But we will call the third key which doesn't appear in the inside the dictionary. In that time, what we will get? A key error, right? We will get a key error. But when we assign a default dict value, it will not give us a key error. Instead, it will print some default values to us. To show it an example, let me show it an example. First of all, I'll show you the common dictionary thing. Okay, I'm initializing a dictionary. Here one is key and giving a value to it. I'm giving a value A, and another key 2 and giving a value to it as B. Okay, now if I print D1, it will give me output. Oh, wait, just a second. I have to initialize D as a dictionary here. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. See, I called D with the value one, the key 1. We are getting the value as output as A. And what if I call print D of with the key value 2? It will give me B. And what if I call something that's not inside the dictionary? Like I want something with the key 3. Say it will give me a key error, that it says key 3 is not inside the dictionary. It will give me a key error. We can avoid this key error with the default dictionary. Okay, so what is default dictionary? First of all, I have to take the default dict from collection. Like I have to import it from collections. We have to import default dict. Fine, I imported, and now I'm initializing D with D as default dict method. Okay, default dict, and inside that I'm giving a default value. Like whatever the first parameter, it will take it as default value. And then I'm giving the keys and values inside it. You can use any method to initialize the dictionary. It's not that you have to initialize like this only. Fine. Okay, now I'm giving the print statement. I'll call D of 2 I'll try to print D with value 3, which is not in the dictionary. Fine, let me see what will be our output. See, for D with the value, the key 2, I'm getting value as B. But for the 3, it's not there in the dictionary, right? For that, the default value 0 is assigned. Whatever the default value you want, you can give it there. The default value will be assigned to the key which is not inside the dictionary. This is how the default works. Okay, I can give you another example. Like I will initialize y as default dict. Just I'm initializing the dictionary as a default dict. Okay, and inside that I'll give some 3 as default value. Okay, then I will call a key which is not there in the dictionary. Okay, which is this not there in the dictionary, right? I haven't initialized anything for this. The default value 3 is assigned to key 1. I haven't initialized key 1 with any values, but it is getting the default value 3 as the value for the key 1. This is how a default dict works. I hope you're clear with the default dict, how it gives a default value for the key which is not present in the dictionary. Now let's see what is ordered dict. Next one is ordered dict. So ordered dict is also a subclass of dictionary, but that remembers the order in which the contents are added. Like in the normal dictionary, it will not remember the order in which we enter the dictionary. But in the ordered dict, it will remember the order in which we enter the dictionary keys and values. For example, I will take a normal dictionary first. Let me give print. It's a normal dictionary. Normal dictionary. Okay. Now I'm initializing a dictionary. I told you can initialize dictionary whatever the ways we have learned. It's not like you have to use only one method. A, I'm giving keys and values into it. To B, and yeah, 3, I'm giving it as C. Good, right? Now I'm using a for loop. I'll use a for loop to get all the keys and dictionaries. Okay, we have learned this in the dictionary topics, right? I hope you all remember. Don't forget, keep revising it. Only then you can get the things easily. Okay, now print I and J. See, I'm getting all the values 1 and A, keys and values, key 1A, 2B, 3C and all. Now let me initialize a ordered dictionary. Like let's see what is the difference between ordered dictionary. First I have to, as usual, I have to import it from collections. Collections is a library. From that I have to import this module. Import O should be capital and D should be capital. This ordered dict, and now I'm printing like to heading. It's ordered dict. Fine. Now I'm initializing an ordered dictionary. Yeah, and inside it I will initialize a dictionary which we initialized last time. That is 1 with the value A and 2, do along with me guys, B and 3C. Fine. Again I'm going to use some for loop to get all the elements. Fine. Print. I'm doing the same thing as I did in the last example, but I'm using a order dict. See, what is the difference? Like normal dictionary is also giving the same output and the ordered dictionary is also giving the same output. But the difference is it will keep track of the order. That's it. The outputs will be similar. There will not be any difference. Even if you change like whatever the change you do inside the dictionary, it will reflect in the same way, even though if you change afterwards also. But the thing is, I'll show you for getting the difference. I'll show you another example. I showed this example to show that the output will be same. Okay, one with A and two B, right? This is my D1 dictionary 1 and my another dictionary. Inside it, the one, no, I'm giving two first. Like it have to keep the track of the order I have given, right? B, and for one, I'll give A. See the order I have given 1 and 2 in the order, like, but in D2 I have given 2 first and 1 next. This is the ordinary dictionary without using order dict. Okay, I'm giving if D1 equal to D2, print, it should print both are equal. Okay, and if both are not equal, it should print me not equal. Okay, let me see the output. See, it's giving both are equal, even though the 1 is given first and the 2 is next in the D1 and 2 is first and 1 is next in the D2. It's giving me both are equal. The same thing if we are using with order dict. I will just add order dict here. Ordered dict and even here I should use order dict. Remember we have got for the normal dictionary as both are equal, right? Okay, I'm just using order dict now. Let me see. See, I'm getting not equal. That is, it will keep track of the like order of the values we given. Like in the dictionary 1 we had given 1 first and 2 next, but in the D2 we had given 2 first and 1 next. Both are not equal. It will check each and every index, right? It's not like a normal dictionary. This is the difference between normal dictionary and ordered dictionary. I hope you're clear, like what's the difference between ordered dictionary and normal dictionary. The next concept we are learning is name tuple. What is name tuple? Yeah, name tuple. Fine. In the normal tuple, like if I want to get some values from the tuple, I have a tuple with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want some values from the tuple. What I should do? I should give the index number, right? If I give the index number here, I will get it as 3. What if like I have to do some complex things with the tuples and I cannot keep track of the index numbers? In that case, what shall we do? For that, for in that cases, the name tuple comes into picture. I will show you how we can use name tuples instead of normal tuples. In the beginning only I had told you like this collection module is just to replace the inbuilt things. Okay, now we have to import from collections. We have to import, yeah, import name tuple. Okay, importing name tuple. Like I have to initialize a value. I will initialize student. Okay, student. For the student, I'm giving name tuple. Okay, I'm initializing a name tuple. Inside that, the first argument should be like whatever the input name have to give. Like I have to give student here. Okay, and the next argument should be like what all the inputs I have to give. Like I have to give age. First I have to give name, right? First I will give name and separate it with the space, and next I have to give age, then next USN. In this way we have to give it. The first argument should be the student, and the second argument should be whatever the input we have to give it. Okay, the first one is S1, the student 1. So here what the thing is, what we are doing is we have some 60 to 70 students in our class, and we cannot just give everything, right? We cannot keep like this is name, this USN, this age, like that. Simply we are getting the input for the already determined pattern. Okay, S1, the student 1, we have to give student here whatever the variable we had assigned. In that function we are giving these things, right? So student, inside that the first one is name, next age, next USN. So the first one is name. I'll give some name Sam and separate it with a comma, and the whatever you give it inside, it should be in a string form, because the things we have defined here is in a string. So whatever we give inside here should be a string. So I'm giving the age as 19, comma USN as 132, and USN. Okay, and the next student is S2, student 2, and I'm giving his name as Joy, and age shall be 20, and USN some, yeah, 093, anything. Okay, now I will call S1. I want the details of student, like I want the detail of the student, like from serial numbers I want only the details of S1 student. Then see, I will get all the details, like name, it shows like name is Sam, age is 19, USN is 132, like all the details we will get. What if I want the details of student 2? I'll get name is Joy, age is 20, USN is 093. In this way it will be easier for the user to get the things, right? And we can like s2 dot age. If I want age of the student 2, student 2's age I want, like see I can get is 20. I want USN of student 1, so I'm getting 132 as USN of student 1. It's not like we cannot use indexing here. We can also use indexing here, like but the keeping track of the index will be a bit difficult, right? Like I can give S1 and index as, if I want to name I have to memorize, like index 0 is name, index 1 is age, index 2 is USN. It will be a bit difficult. Even though if I give like here we have only 3 elements, it's easier to remember, right? See, I'm getting it as 19, but it will not be clear like what is it, 19, USN or age, right? We have to memorize. Instead of that, we can use this method to get it user friendly, the tuple methods. Okay, I hope you're clear with this. Yeah, if you're clear, we can go to next one. The next concept we are studying is date and time. We have seen in many web applications or in any apps and all, the downside or the upside will get some time, right? We'll get time, or even if you're building a quiz, just imagine you're building a quiz on yourself. We have to give the timings, right? In that and all, or in the web page, you have to give the present time, which is functioning, like what is the time now. In that case, this date and time comes into picture. Let's see what is the date and time, how we can use date and time. In this date and time, no, we can use date and time together. Like we want date, we want time, we can use it together. Or else if I want only time, we can use only time instance. Or if I want only date, we can use only date instance. Anything we wish. Let me give you some example. First, we have to import date time as usual. Import date time. I'm importing date time, and I'm initializing t with any variable your wish. Date time, but this thing is a keyword, we have to give date time dot what you want only time, you can give time. If you want only date, you can give date. I want time, so I'm giving time here. Inside that, whatever the time you want, like I want this is like hour, I'll get 6. The first argument will be hour, the second argument will be minute, third one will be second, fourth one will be microsecond, and fifth one will be time zone. So the first one hour, I'm giving it as 6, and the second one minute, I'm giving it as 30, and the third one is second, I'm giving it as 52, and fourth one is microseconds. Microsecond, I'll give it like 874, something like that. Let me see. I'll run it. I'll call t. So I'm getting it date time dot date and like this. What if I want what is the hour, what is the time? I can give it like print t. See, I'm getting it in the format like 6 hours, 30 minutes, 52 seconds, 000874 microseconds. In this way we can get it. Otherwise we can get it like this. Print t dot t is the variable we had assigned like object here in the beginning, right? So I'm getting it, giving it as t dot. I want hour, only hour I want. Then see 6 I'm getting. What if I want only minute? Then I have to give t dot minute. I get it as 30. If I want microseconds, you can give seconds, microseconds, everything. T dot microseconds, right? Second, I'm getting it as 874. In this way we can use date and time instances. I have given only time instance. Let's see how we can before that we can do something like what is the minimum time we can have in the whole day. We have 24 hours, right? What is the minimum time I can have, what is the maximum time I can have, even that I can get it like print like date and time. This is the main thing, right? Date and time dot, I'm using time instance dot, I want minimum time I can have. See, I'm getting 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 second. Is this the minimum time I have? What is the maximum time I have? Date time dot max. See, this is the maximum time I can have, 23 hours, or that is 11:40, 11:59, 23 minutes 11, right? So 23 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds, 99999 microseconds. This is the maximum time I can have in a day. So what is the difference between these two time instances? Even that I can have, like print date time dot time, that is the instance we have used. Resolution. What is resolution? It will give the difference between the two maximum and see 0.00001 microsecond is the difference between the maximum time and the minimum time. In this way we can use the time instance. Let's go to date instance. Like we want dates and dates here. Like I will give today. Okay. Here in the date instance we have an advantage, like whatever the day today we can get it now. Like I'll show you date time dot date I give dot, if I give it as today, no need to initialize. If we give it as today and print today, I'll change this, you will get confused. I'll give it as day. Okay, print day. I'm getting today's date. What is today? Okay, this is the previous day. I'm recording the video. You will get it tomorrow. So today's date, that is yesterday's date, is 15, and that is September, that is 9, and 2021. Whatever the time or whatever the date today, we will get it. Okay. In the same way we did it in the time, we can do it like I want only year, I want only month, I want only day, like that. Here the date, hour was the first argument, so minute was the second argument, second was the third argument, microsecond was the fourth argument, right? But in here, year is the first argument, month is the second argument, day is the third argument. Wherever we write, we will write day first, but here year is the first one. Okay, if I want only day, then today dot, no, today I'm not giving today, day, day dot year. If I give this 2021, I will get it as 2021. And if I want only month, print day dot month. So I'm getting 9. In this way I can get date also, day. I have to give day. Print day dot day. I'm getting it as 50, the date. I hope it's clear. And previously we got to know like what is the maximum time we can have and the minimum time we can have, right? In the same way we can do it with the date also. What is the maximum date we can have in a year, and like the whole year, including the year, like maximum year I can have and the minimum year I can have. I'll show you just print date time dot date. We are using date instance dot minimum. What is the minimum time I can have, date I can have? See, it is 0001. I don't know, like it's 2021 now. 001 is the least year we can have, and January 01 is the least month I can have. 01, that is the date, least date I can have. Now print maximum I can have, date time date dot maximum. If I do this, 1999 is the maximum year I can have, and 12 is the December is the maximum month I can have, 31 is the maximum day I can have. Like we can have more than 1999, but the computer will be fed for 4 digits. So we are getting only 4 digits here. Okay. Then let's move on to date and time together. We can use date and time together also. I'll show you. Like if I use print date time dot date time dot today. See, I can get date, today's date, and today's time. All we can get together. This is how we can use date time instances together. And let's see because this is not the only method like I showed you today, right? This is not the only method. We can use it like here. I only gave the hard minute and all, right? In this way we can also do it. And now what if I want to change only, like there are two dates with us, like one is some date and another is some other date. And what if I want to change only year? Or what if I want to change only date? What if I want to change only date or month? Like in that case, I can use d1 is equal to date time dot date. This is my first date, and inside it let me give 2021. This is the year. I should give it first and month and some date inside it, and let me print it. My d1 is d1. Let me print. See, this is my d1, right? Like whatever the input I have given. What if I want to change the year? I want to change the year to I want to change the year 2021 to 2012. In that case, we can use replace method like d1 dot replace. D1 dot replace. I want what I want to replace. I have to give, like I have to change the year. I'm mentioning here. I want to change year to 2012. Fine, and I'll print it. D2. Sorry, I have to give print statement. Print D2 comma D2. Fine, let me see. See, my year from 2021 to it have changed to 2012. In this way we can change even the month, we can change even the date. I hope it's clear for you all. The next one is like we can do some arithmetic operations also. Like I have given the day d1 as 2021 March 5th, right? And the second one is date the d2 is 2012 March 5th, right? So I want the difference of days between these 2 years. Like how many days are there between these 2 years. For that, I can give d1 minus d2. See, I'm getting 3,287 days difference between the date 1 and date 2. In this way, we can use some arithmetic operations also for this. I hope you are clear with the date time instances. We learn how we can use only time instance and how we can use only date instance, and how we can use both date and time together, and we saw how we can change the things. Even you can use this method to time also to change, or not only for date, and we can do some arithmetic operations and all. So I think you all clear. We can go to next topic, that is Python debugger. Okay, Python debugger. So when we are coding, we are oftenly we will get some errors, right? So for debugging that errors, we will give some print statements and all. We'll check it. It will be a long procedure. If you are writing a big codes, like in the project when you are doing some projects and all, the codes will not be so small. Whatever the examples we are taking now, these are small examples. But when you are doing some projects and all, the programs will be very big. If you are getting some error in the middle of the program, the whole program will go wrong, right? Even there is some mistake in one sentence, the whole program will get as error, right? For that, for to overcome this problem, we'll use Python debugger. Let me show you. Actually, it's no use, like we can no need of Python debugger in the Jupyter notebook because we have cells. Actually, basically this Python debugger is used to get the step-by-step execution. This Python debugger will give us step-by-step execution so that we can find where the error is. Because in some other IDE like PyCharm and Visual Code and all, whatever the program you are given, once you have to give all the program and then you have to just run it. It will not give a step-by-step execution like in Jupyter Notebook. We have all the cells. Like I'm giving, see, this whole program here in this cell, and I'm doing this D1 minus D2 in another cell. We cannot do this in other IDEs, right? So it's not required in Jupyter Notebook. We can do this by ourselves here, giving one by one execution. But in when we go to other IDEs, this Python debugger will help us a lot to find the errors or get the step-by-step execution and to search where the error is. Just to show you how the IDB works, just to show how IDB works, I'm taking an example. I'm initializing A with a list. I'm giving a list 5, 6, 7. Okay. To show it, I'm necessarily giving an error. Okay. And I'm initialize C with 2. Fine. Now, whatever the result I should get is, first one is C plus B. Okay. Print result. Then next one is result 2 is, I'll do A plus C. And I should print the result. Okay, let me print. See, up to this line, like result C plus B, I'm getting the output because C plus B is 2 plus 1 is 3, right? So I'm getting the output C plus B here. But after that, I'm getting an error, that is type error. Can only concatenate list, not integer. This is the small instance. This is the small example. Like you can easily find the error on which line it is. Like we cannot add list and uh, elements inside the list and with a list instance with a integer that we all know. But we can find out here. But in what will happen in the big programs? It's difficult, right, to debug. So in that case, we can use Python debugger. For that, you should import PDB, that is Python debugger. I will just import PDB, that is Python debugger. Next one, the same code. I will take the same code. I will initialize 5, 6, 7. And next one is 2. Take something. And one is 1. Okay, we know the first one had no problem, like we got the output C plus B. I'll give like that only and print result. Fine. And now we know from this line I have an error because I know I so even in the while we get the output, they will say like in this line I have the error. Like I'm showing line 6 I have the error. From line 6 I have the error. So I'm giving a set trace, pdb dot set trace. It will just trace the error and stops the execution there. It will just stop our execution there and we'll get the debugger ID. Result 2 is equal to what we had given, A plus B, right? Print result 2. Fine. When we give this PDB set trace, it will stop our execution here itself in this line itself, and it will not execute these lines. and it will not execute these lines, and the IPDB IPDB Python debugger will be shown. I'll show you. See, it was executed up to here. See, you can see there's no error showing because the execution is stopped when I give the line I gave pdb.settrace. That line the execution will be stopped, and from there we'll get the box like this. Here we can code, and we can see step-by-step execution. Like we have to use p, we have to use p here. I'm giving p a. I can check. See, all the contents of a will appear. I have to check p b 2, it's correct. And what if I give a plus b? So I have to give result is equal to a plus b. Not with that. Result is equal to a plus b. See, I'm getting concatenate list error. Like here I'm getting error. So I got to know in this line there is some problem. So I can change it in my code, and I can make correct my mistake. Right. This is how Python debugger works. If I want to quit this debugger, I can just use Q. If I use Q, these things are like they will give it. Just ignore it. The thing is we have come out of the debugger when we use the Q. That's it. I hope you're clear with the Python debugger. Okay, let's continue. Okay, the next topic is we finished Python debugger, and the next topic is timing your code. What is this timing your code? Sometimes it's important to know how long our code is taking to run, because sometimes even when the execution gets late, we may get error. Like if it's taking too much time to run, we may get error, and or at least we should know what particular line is taking how much of time, right? So that we can compare methods. Like the example I will show is like how much time a for loop will take, how much time a comprehension method is taking, how much time a map is taking, like different methods. There are lots of methods in Python we have learned, right? We can check each and everything, like how much time it's taking to execute. We'll write so many codes in the big programs, right? We can check like how much time that particular code is taking. For that, it will be useful, so that if it's taking too much of time, alternative we can find it. So in this way we can use uh, we can time our code. For example, first I should import time it. Okay, I'm importing time it. Okay, yeah, I'm importing time it. Now what I'm going to do is I will just compare for loop, how much time the for loop is taking, and how much time the list comprehension is taking, and how much time the map function is taking, just with for loop. Okay, for loop I have to, this is the syntax, note it down. Time it dot time it, and inside that first argument should be whatever the code I have to give. My program is to just mention it here. I'm going to do a program like I'll take all the numbers from 1 to I'll take numbers from 1 2 3 4 up to 50. Up to 50 I'll take, and convert it into a string. Okay, whatever the number I'm taking should be converted into the string. This is my code. I should enter my code as the first argument. that too in the string format. I'll just give str of n. This the like str function we know whatever the input we'll give, it will be in the str string format. Str inside I'm giving n for n in range. We have to get it up to 50, right? So I'm giving 51. We know range will not take the last value, right? So I'll check. And the second argument should be number of times you have to execute. Here I'm giving the number is equal to, I'm initializing the number as number of times you have to execute, that number of times this loop has to run. You can give it here. I'll give some big number because if we give some small number like 1 2 3, it will take very less time, like nanoseconds and all. It will be difficult to compare, so I will give some big number like 10,000 so that I can easily compare the timings, and together I will do it so that we can compare. The next one is list comprehension. I'll do it for the same code. Yeah, here for time it and time it, same thing. Time it dot time it. Inside that, it should be inside the string. It should be a list comprehension, right? So I'm putting a list comprehension. Inside that, inside list comprehension, I'm giving my code. String of n for n in range 51, and number of times I need to execute this, giving the same thing because I can compare. 10,000. Fine. Yeah, it's okay. It's giving, I run it. I'm giving a map here. Again, time it dot time it. I'm using a map function inside it. Map, for that I'm giving string. I'm mapping the string and range of 51. Yeah, now my code is perfect. I'm giving number as 10,000. Fine, I hope you are clear. Now let me execute all the statements and see what the timings will get. I'll execute this. I've already executed this, and let me execute this. It has executed 10,000 times, and the time we are getting it here as for loop 0.02. This list comprehension, inside that we have the for loop, right? So it's taking much time, like 0.4. See the difference between 0.2 and 0.4. It's a lot, right? 0.02, and I'm getting it as 0.4 for list comprehension. But see it for map. For map I'm getting 0.01, which is very less, right? So we can conclude that map is a very good function because it's getting very less time. So whatever we can use, if we use map, our program will be efficient. Like this we can get a conclusion. Like this takes less time, this takes more time, like that. Okay, I hope you are clear. And another is there, for the same thing we can use percent time it. Percent time it. If we use this percent time it, it will what it does means no need of giving this number of loops. It will take the number of loops by itself, and it will give best of them. Like I'm getting 3 runs. I'm running this whatever the string conversion code 3 times, then it will give the best of 3. Like this, the time it percent time it works. For example, I'm giving example. I'm using time it, and for time it I'm giving the code. Just I'm giving the code here. First one is for loop, right? For n in range 51. Okay, this is for loop. Let me give it for list comprehension and map also. Time it inside that you have to give list comprehension str of n for n in range 51. Okay, then let me give it for map. Time it, and I'm giving map here. Map, inside map, first one is string. For string I'm giving input as range 51. So let's run and see what is the time they're taking. Yes, it's taking this much time. See, it's taking the first one. For loop is taking 3.13 microseconds, right? 3.13 microseconds for 7 runs. 10,000 loops, 1 lakh loops each. Okay, and 46.3 milliseconds for list comprehensions and 1.53 milliseconds for map. In this way, we can see again it is proved that map is very efficient, and second one stands for loop, and again list comprehension is not a very good method like this. And again another thing, for instance of running 1 lakh loops, it takes 10 minutes, right? If we consider in IPython would automatically reduce the number of loops to something more reasonable like 100 or 1000. In this way IPython is very efficient than any other IDE. Okay, I hope you are clear with the timing your code. I hope you are clear. Now let's go to next concept, that is regular expressions. What are these regular expressions? Regular expressions are text matching patterns. Like it will match the text, whatever the text we give. Like I will give rain, and we have to match it with a sentence. Like it's raining in Bangalore. There is a rain in Bangalore. Like that. If the rain is there in the sentence, it will match it. In this way, regular expressions can do text matching. Okay, let me give you some examples so that you will be clear. For this also we should first import RE. For regular expression it is import RE. Here I am introducing words as whatever the words I have to search. I am initializing a list. Inside list I have to give what are the words I want. Like I have to search it for basket, and I have to search it for rain inside a sentence. Okay, what is the sentence? I have to search in that. The sentence is we are playing, we were playing we were playing basketball in basketball court. Fine. This is my sentence, and I have to search whether the basket is there in the sentence or rain is there in the sentence. For that, I have to give a while loop. Okay. For loop. For I in words. For in words. Print. Searching for. I'm searching for what? Why I'm using for loop here? Because we have two words to search. I have given a list and we have two words to search. Like I should come by one. Like first I should search for basket, then I should search for rain. So I'm giving a for loop here. The I takes the first, it takes basket and then it takes rain. In this way, searching for, I can give I here. Like it takes I first, right? In I'll give backslash n here so that it can go to next line. Then here I should give percent inside I'm searching it for a sentence, right? Yeah, I'm searching for pattern, like whatever the word I have to search it will take it for first s, and in what the sentence I should give, no, that is this one, this is. So what are the things, like I will give me the word which I have to search and inside the string. Fine. Now I have to check the condition whether it's there or not. For that, if I should use re.search method. This re.search method will be used to search whether the string is there or not. Okay. If the string is there, I should print match is found. Match is found. Okay. Give backslash n so that it can go to next line. And else, if I didn't get the match, then it should print match is not found. Fine. I'll run this. See, the first thing is when executing this for loop, it will take basket first. So when your I will be basket, it will print searching for basket in, we are playing basketball in the basketball court. There is basket in the sentence, right? So it's giving me the output as match is found, because I is there in the string, that is basket is there in the given sentence. So match is found. When I give, when the next one is I takes rain, after the one loop it executes, that's in the second loop, it will take rain as I. For that, rain searching for rain in the sentence. We were playing basketball in basketball court. Rain is not present in the sentence, right? So we'll get match is not found. In this way, we can use to search or match a word with the sentence given. I hope you are clear with the re.search method. Okay, the next thing is, like we can use this match instance. Like I'll show you, I'm initializing a word with playing. I'm searching for playing, okay? And my string is same, the same string. In the same string I'm searching. We were playing basketball in basketball court. I'm initializing match is equal to same RA dot search because I want to search this playing word in the sentence given. What is my word? I have to give it here, word, comma, where I have to search? In the string I have to search. So the match will have whether the word is there inside the string or not. If it is there, we'll get it like match dot. I can print if I want to make it clear that if it's there or not. If re or else if match print found, right? See, found because playing is there in the sentence. We were playing basketball in basketball court. So I'm getting found, right? We can use this match instance because I'm whatever the result I'm getting from this re.search method, I'm storing it in match. It will give a boolean expression like it's true or false, right? So it's more than that. Like if I use it match dot start, if I do this, it will give me 8. What is this 8? Here in the sentence, we were playing basketball in basketball court. Playing word, we have searched it for playing word, right? The match is playing. The beginning of that word, like at what index the playing is P starting, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 index P is starting, right? So I'm getting the output as 8. And if I give stop or end, see, I'm getting is 15. Playing word G ends at the index 15. So I'm getting it as 15. In this way, we can use the match instance also, like organizing or declaring an object match, and we can use the match object. So I hope you're clear with this. Now let's split the sentence. Like we have the sentence, we have a sentence, we have to split it. We have done it before with the spaces, right? When we use the split method, it will split all the words inside the sentence. It will split all the words based on the space or based on whatever the word we have given. But I want it to split it as two sentences, like two elements, not each and everything. In that time, we can give it as an initialized sentence. I'll give it as term, and my sentence is do good and be good or be kind, whatever. Okay, now I have to split the term. I can give split term where B is occurring. Like I can give B. Like where the B is occurring, it have to split it. The sentence have to split. For that, I should use re dot split method. Previously, we used re dot search method, right? So here we should use re dot split method. For the first argument, I should give as split underscore term, and the second argument should be r term. It is broken, the sentence is broken into two elements where B is occurring. Do good, it's separated, and kind is separated, where B is the middle one. In this way, we can split the sentence into two. I hope it's clear. And the next, we studied about re dot search, we studied about re dot split. Let's study about re dot find all. What is this re dot find all? It will find each and every thing, like in re.search it will just search whether the term is there or not, but when we use re.findAll, it will give the output like, I'll show you, re dot find all. Inside the first term should be what the term I have to find. Like I told you, I want to I want to search basket. Fine, basket. Next one, where I have to search, like whatever the I have given in string I have given. We were playing basketball in basketball court, right? I will give the same string here, and the same string I have to find it. Okay. See, I'm getting basket because we are, as we had seen here, we were playing basketball in basketball court. Basket is appearing two times, so I'm getting basket and basket. What if I had given V here? We get 2V because even V are repeating two times. V in one, and where, inside where also it's V is repeating, right? So I'm getting it like that. What if what if I get, what if I give playing? I would have got only one, that is playing, right? In this way we can use find all. Whatever we have to find inside a string, when we want to find something inside a string, we can use this find all method. I hope it's clear. And the next one is repetition syntax. That is, if you want to repeat some things, like we have to get some patterns. I'll show you. Like I'm initializing a string. It may look strange, but I think it's a good example to show you. Don't get confused. I'm using SDSD. Okay, I'll separate this with some dot characters, and again I will give SSDD. Okay, then I'll separate it with some dot characters, and SD DD is DD, something like that, and I'll separate it with some dot characters DS and separate it with some dot characters DSSS, and separate some dot characters and SDDD. Okay, this is string I have initialized. And what if I want a pattern? Like what pattern I want? Pattern is equal to, I want first one I'll give, like I want a S, the first one, whatever S I have, I want a S, but with that I want a D, and I'm giving a star mark. What does this mean? I will get all the terms inside the string with the S, and S followed by 0 or more Ds. I will get S first, and followed by 0 or more Ds, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the Ds follows the S, I will get it as output. To show you, I have to write a function for it. I'll write a function. I'll write a function here for this. The function will be definition multi. I'll give a multi, or I'll give a find as name for the function. Find, inside that I'll initialize as patterns comma phrase. Okay, for whatever the patterns I input, and for whatever the inside the phrase I have to search it, right? And for I in patterns I have to print, this print statement is for our reference, for to see what I am searching for. Searching the phrase, I'm searching the phrase, what I'm searching, I'm searching the phrase I, whatever I'll get. Okay, inside it I'll give it as I. So what the I input will be these things. This pattern I will pass it to the patterns. Okay. Now another print statement. So here comes our main thing, that is re dot find all. I'm using re dot find all method to search it, to search whole sentence. Okay, phrase. Fine. I'm searching this phrase with whether the given pattern is there or not, and I'll give new line statement here. Yeah, our function is ready, and I have to call the function here. My function is find, and inside I have to pass this pattern which I have declared here, so that it will be assigned to the patterns in the function, and the string what I have declared here. This string will be passed, this string, the sentence what I have given here, the string sentence, it will be passed as a phrase inside the function. So let me just run and show you. Find, okay, wait just a minute. I'll give it as refine. Oh, I haven't run the cell. That's it, it's okay. I will run this cell first, then this. See, I'm getting the output. As I told you, when we use the star, the S will be followed by 0 or more than days, right? For the same, see here, the first will be S. From in all the sentences, the first thing is S. S is followed by D. First it will search here. You can see SD, right? It will take the first S. It will search for S. S is taken, and the next one is D, right? Followed by D. It can be 0 or more than 0 Ds, right? So it will take SD, and again it will search for S. It will take S, and again the between dot and S I will have D. So D is given. After this dot characters I have S. So it is given S, and S. So I have given 2S with 0 Ds. That one I have got as output, and the third S is followed with 3 Ds. So I am getting the output as SDDD, and the next followed by dots. Then we found S, another S, and that S is followed with 3 Ds. So I am getting SDDD, and the next S is followed by 3 Ds again, and the next S is followed with only 1 D, and the next S is followed by dots, not D. So I'm getting as S, and the next S also not followed by any D. So it will get as SSSS, and the next S is followed by 4 Ds. This is the thing we can get with the star meta term. Okay, I can say it as meta character, like that. What if we use what if I want only a S followed with one or more Ds? That is, having one D is compulsory. We cannot get only S. Having one D is one or more Ds I should have. Not only S I should get. In that case, I can give it here. Yeah. Now I'll give S D plus. Okay. When I give S D plus, S will be followed by one or more Ds. To show that, see, searching the phrase SD plus, that is, you can see here all the S are followed by one or more Ds, right? In this way we can use plus. And what if we want S followed by um, 0 or 1 Ds, like it should not be more than 1, it can be less than 1, like 0 or 1. I should have only 1 or 0 Ds. In that case I should use SD question mark. When I use this, you can see here all the S is followed by either one D or no D, right? In this way. And the next one is, what if I want S should be followed with 3 Ds? I can specify it. I want only 3 Ds with my S. Then I can give S D with inside curly braces. I can give 3. In that case, you can see here the only terms that are followed S by 3 Ds, those will be getting as output. And what if I want 2 to 3 Ds, like 2 or 3 Ds? Then I can give S D inside curly braces. I'll give 2 comma 3, 2 comma 3. Then I'll run it. You can see here there is no D with no term with 2 Ds, so I'm getting everything as 3 Ds. In this way, we can use these meta characters to get some patterns. I hope you got to know like how we can use RE methods to get some patterns from the uh, given sentence or string, right? It will be used in praises and all, like this is the most these concepts will be asked in interviews too, so you should be thorough with this concept. And the next one is, what if I want all the S or only D's? Like I want either S or either D, either S or either D. When I give this, you can see here you'll get either S, that is S, whatever the S I have, or either D, S or D, anything is fine. So I'm getting all the S and all the D's here. And what if I want S followed with S or D? In this case, I have to give comma S followed by S or D. When I give this, first S will be compulsory. After that, whatever it may be, S or D, it can come. Let's see, S or D, anything is fine. S or D, anything is fine. S or D, anything is fine. After the S followed with D or S, anything. In this way, we can use meta characters to get the patterns. I hope you people are clear with these things. The next one is exclusion. Okay, what is exclusion? Like I will initialize a string. I initialize a string like hello. I initialize a string hello and how are you with a dot. How are you with a dot and where do you live? Where do you live? Okay, I'm giving a punctuation here. Now I have a sentence. Hello, how are you? Where do you live? Right. I want to remove this punctuations. Like I don't. Sorry. Yeah. I don't want this exclamation mark. I don't want this full stop. I don't want this question mark. In that case, what we can do? In that case, I can ref dot find all method. We can use ref dot find all and give exception. That is inside square brackets. I should give this symbol. This is called exclusion symbol. Okay, this symbol I should give, and whatever what are the things I have to exclude. You can give not only like punctuations. You can give anything, whatever you want to exclude from the string. I want to exclude the punctuations, so I will give the all the punctuations I have to exclude, and followed by plus. Okay, then where from where I have to search? these things from phrase. Okay, let me show you. See the hello, how are you, where do you live? These things are separated when the punctuation arrives, and I'm getting those punctuations are removed. I hope it's clear to you all. Fine. Let's go to the next topic, that is character ranges. In this expressions only, the next topic is character ranges. What is this character ranges? Like for the same phrase, I'll take. What if I want to print all the letters or all the words that are between A to Z or P to Q or from I to W, like that? We can do it. I'll show you the pattern. I have to print all the things between small letter A to small letter Z. All the small letter things I should get when I do this. Okay. For this, I'll give the same function what we did there. That is re find function that will find all the things, right? Inside that, I'll give this pattern, and string I'll pass this string, that is phrase string I'll pass. In this phrase I have to search it, so I am passing the phrase. Okay, let me see in this H is capital letter, so H is removed, only yellow is given. And another time how H is capital letter, so I am not getting that H. In this way all the small letters will get it. What if I want all the capital letters? Then I have to give capital A to capital Z. I hope it's making sense. See, I'll get all the capital letters inside the string. What if I want all the capital letters and small letters together? In this case, I should give small letter A to small letter Z and capital letter A to capital Z. So I'll get all the things, like all capital, small, everything. Next, what if I want one uppercase word, like one word that is first word is uppercase, and then the then the other things should be in small letter. Like in that case, I should give the first thing should be capital, right? So from capital A to capital Z, then it should be followed by small letters A to Z. See, I'm getting all the words that start with capital letter. In this way, we can use character ranges to get the specific word from the given sentence. I think it was fun doing these things. So the next one is escape codes. What are these escape codes? I'll show you. For the same phrase, I can do it. And the patterns are the patterns. What I want is, but here I have to use R. In that, okay. In that, what if I want only the sequence of digits? It's better I initialize a string here and initialize phrase again. Phrase is equal to, let's find 1 2 3 4 and asterisk. Okay. So in this phrase, I want to search only the sequence of digits. Then I have to give \d plus, and I pass it to the same method, same function, which was finding the things inside a string. Right. Inside that, I will pass my pattern, patterns, comma phrase. Okay. See. See, I'm getting the sequence of digits. When we use hash small letter d, we will get all the sequence of digits. What if I want all the non-digits? Then I have to use comma r backslash capital D. When we use capital D, we will get all the non-digits things. See, all the non-digit all the non-digit characters are getting as output. I hope you are clear. So the next, see, I'm getting all the letter by letter. If I use plus, I'll get all the words here. Okay. The next is what if I want all the white space? If I want the white space, I should be using backslash s. If I use backslash s, then I'll get all the white space. How many white spaces are there? We have 4 white spaces, so all the white spaces are given as output. And what if I want non-white spaces? Like I don't want white spaces, then I should give capital S. That's it. I'll get all the non-white spaces. Yeah, all the non-white spaces. Then what if I want alphanumeric characters? Then to find the alphanumeric characters, I should use backslash small letter w, small letter w. Okay. Then we will get all the alphanumeric characters. Alphanumeric characters means the digits and the alphabet we will get, but we will not get any symbols. Okay. What if I want that symbols and all? Then we should use non-alphanumeric characters, that is capital W. Yeah. I'm putting it plus here. So you can see here spaces are included and the star asterisk is included as non-alphanumeric characters. So in this way we can use these things to get this to find these patterns. This is all about finding the patterns. Don't worry, you will get the notes in GitHub link and even in the classroom. You can go through and refer to whenever you want. No need of like memorizing and all. Yeah, when you do it most of the time, you will get memorized. So don't worry. And the next topic we are going is next topic we are studying will be string IO objects. What is this string IO objects? This string IO objects. So this string IO objects, when we use this string IO objects, it will just act like file handling things. We can text data is stored in a string IO object, while binary data would be stored in bytes IO object. So whatever the text data we have, it will be stored in string IO, and whatever the binary data we have, it will be stored in bytes IO object. So I will show you the string IO module. Okay. Like for example, we have to first import this IO module, and then I'm initializing a string. I'm initializing a string that is equal to have a great day. Have a great day. Fine. Have a great day. Then I'll initialize the object. Initialize the object, that is io dot string. S should be capital. String io. Io should be capital. Inside that I am passing my string. Fine. Okay, now whatever this string is, passed. The string is passed to the IO module, and it is stored in the object A. So now, if you want to read the string, it just act as I told. It just acts like a file handling methods. So we have to do a dot read. When we do a dot read, we will get have a great day. Whatever the string I have initialized, that will be stored in IO module, and that as object. And when we call that object, that is a dot read. When we use the a dot read, we will get whatever the string we have inputted. And what if I want to modify this? Like I'll just write a dot write. Inside this, I'll give welcome. I'll just concatenate this welcome with the have a great day. When I do this, it will give me 7 because the 7 because welcome is the length of the welcome is 7, so I'm getting it 7. What if I want to know whether it is concatenated or not? Again, we should read it. So a dot, when we just read it, first before reading we have to seek it. Seek, I'm just starting it from 0 and then I'm reading it. A dot read. See, have a great day, welcome. This is what the string we had concatenated, right? So what is the seek 0? Seek 0 means it will start from the beginning. What if I give seek 5? It would have started from a great day. Like the index 5, it would have started. In this way, we can use a dot write, a dot read, a dot seek, and this is what IO string module means. It will just store our text data inside it. Now that's it. I hope you all clear with this. Today what all we learned, just let's quickly memorize. We studied collection module. Inside collection module, we just learned what is count, and after that how the counter works. In the dictionary format, we will get the count of the elements inside it, and different patterns we can use with the counter, like clearing it, some of the values, and most common, least common, and all. After that, we studied inside the collection only default dict, how a default value can be assigned to the dictionary. And next we learned about order dict, how we can like how order dict keeps track of how we inputted the values inside the dictionary. And then we studied about um, yeah, name tuple, how we can use a bulk of tuple, how we can use name tuple to not to just memorize the index and all. And next we studied about date and time, how we can use date instances, time instances, how we can get the current date and time using today function, and all, how we can use both date time together and some operations on it. We got some operations on it. And after that, we studied about Python debugger, how Python debugger in other IDEs helps us to find the errors. And the next we studied about time it, that gives the how much time our code took, so that we can analyze how much time our code used to run. And the next one, regular expression. In regular expression, we saw re dot search, re dot find all, re dot split, and these are all we studied. And some meta characters like star, plus, question mark, how we can use this to get the patterns. We played with it. And exclusion, how we can exclude some things from the string. And next ranges, like from which range to like capital letters, small letters, we all saw that character ranges. And some escape codes like ash backslash d backslash s to get some white spaces or alphanumeric characters and all. And at the end we saw string IO module where our text data is stored, and how to read it, how to write it, and how to seek it. We all studied those things. Okay, this is the end of this session. I hope you all enjoyed, and it was a bit long session, I know. I hope it was informative. Thank you.